Okay, guys, I think we're live. If you can hear me, let me know. Thank you. Oh, look at this. We got uh, people here already with some absolutely hilarious comments. George says, um, did you get a burning permit for all those candles, Dawn? Happiest of birthdays and continued success, health, and happiness. Now, before I keep going, guys, can someone kindly just mention that I'm live and you can hear me okay and the video is okay? Just kindly let me know, please. While I'm waiting for some responses, we got Erlene Brown says, happy birthday. Oh, cool. Shane's here. Hey, Shane, so much. Thank you so much for being my sound man, my cameraman, and you're saying everything's all good. Uh, and Joanne Hyduck Hopkins says, happy birthday, Dawn. Linda Rose says, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And Kathy Arnold says she can hear me fine. Wandering Trail Hiker. I like that name. All good. Happy birthday, Dawn. Carl Franklin. Thanks, Carl. Mike Eaton says, good afternoon from Tennessee. Good afternoon yourself, Mike. Hope you're doing okay there in Tennessee. Uh, Beautiful place. Ooh, nice and humid and warm, I bet. Um, and the Northern Woodhouse says, hi, all fine and dandy. Chris Hall, hello and happy birthday from Northeast Florida. Wow, that's a ways away. And I bet it's a good warm day there today for sure. Yeah, so anyway, guys, look, so far people are rolling in. We got 30 people here. Oh, no, 27. Three people ran away. I don't know, maybe I scared them. Must have been the silver hair. They thought I was going to be younger or something. But anyway, who else we got here? We got Sandy Smith. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sandy. Uh, Charles Surratt says, happy birthday. Omega Roll says, I just woke up. Oh, I can feel like that some days. Um, Shane says, Dawn, we're in the same bracket. We'll be 70 next month. Oh, well, pre happy birthday, Shane. Off Grid Trucker's here. Happy birthday, mister. Thanks, Off Grid Trucker. Harry Bessonette, super faithful, almost always here on these. Happy birthday, Dawn. Mega Royal says, happy birthday. The Northern Woodhouse, hi from the UK. Oh, wow. Wow. Northern Woodhouse, what time is it in the UK right now? I wonder because I have a really good friend from Northern Ireland, and the poor guy might have gone to bed. It might be really late. Uh, Jimmy Jones says, welcome to 70, which is good. All right, we got 35 people in here. And I'm going to do something if we got enough folks a bit later on. That's all I'll mention. No, I'm not going to dance, although I could do that. Not a lot of room here, though. SL Penny says, happy birthday, Dawn. Thank you, SL Penny. So I think what I'll do, folks, in the next 5 minutes or so when people roll in, I'll just explain kind of what's going on here today. It's going to be probably a little. It's 9:34. That's not awful. That's good. Good. Um, 9:34 in Ireland, right? So I'm looking for my Irish mate, Desmond Marshall, to show up. Not sure he might have not have got the notice, but that's okay. Then we got Rob S. Hi, Rob. Good to see you. Thanks so much. Oh, and by the way, Rob, I think you sent me a kind financial gift by clicking Super Chat or something. No, it's not Super Chat. Sorry, it's at my regular video setup. So thank you for that. Sam Storm says happy birthday. Wow, we're up to 42 people. Rob says looking good, Big Dawn. Hey, Rob, by the way, tell me if Joanna is there watching too. I'm curious. If she's not, no problem. She may have more fun things to do than come here on this day. So anyway, too cool. Oh, Rob, by the way, I put gutters. I've been big spoiler alert. I almost got my gutters up. So I'm anxious for you as a construction guy to see uh, my gutter job. And fun fact, folks, um, my first cousin Brian Davis is his name. My mom was a Davis, and Brian makes his living putting up gutters and has done so for goodness sakes, 35 years, I think. And Brian actually gave me a thumbs up on my gutters. I sent him a picture. So that was super, super great to hear from him. Oh, Graham Saunderson is here. Happy birthday, he says. Graham, I wished I could roll into some really wonderful Scott accent to imitate yours. I bet yours is spectacular. I'd love to be at a pub listening to you talk, mate. Just hear that wonderful Scottish accent. Um, Mrs. Johnson says, looking good at 70. Haha, too cool. I actually know a Mrs. Johnson from California, but I'm not sure you are from California. Uh, and the Northern Woodhouse says, hi, Don, been watching you since the beginning of time. Oh, that's so amazing. Red Pills says, big thumbs up. All right, great. 52 people here. Now I'm making a goal here. If I get 75 people, I'm going to do something. We'll see. Uh, and yeah, yeah. And Northern Woodhouse, look, does that mean you remember me when I was parked in a tent by what's now my driveway? I'm curious about that. Joe Dube, Dube, I guess, or Dubé. I don't see an accent aigu after the E for French, so I assume it's Joe Dube, not Joe Dubé. You can tell me, Joe, if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Might be Joe Dubé. Uh, Rob says, "Do you like horse racing?" Well, let's see. The last time I was on a horse and racing was about 1981. I was racing with a friend. We were on horses and racing down dirt road. Does that count? This guy did what I couldn't at half his age. Oh, wow. Okay. Uh, cool, Red Pills. I really appreciate that. If you're talking about me, maybe you're talking about someone else. Oh, Joe says it's Dubé. Ah, ouais, c'est ça. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Je parle français mal. Okay, here we go. I hope you didn't use plastic gutters. I owned a gutter and siding company for 41 years. Sandy, I use them, and I'll tell you why I use the plastic gutters. That's what's on my cabin right now, and they are super tough. They're made to deal with horrible. This brand, Amerimax, is manufactured to deal with horrible blistering sun, cold, freezing snow, etc. And since they did such a great job, 5 years and not even a crack on them, I put them up. I am using them. So sorry if that's disappointing to you. Might mean I have to replace them. If I do, I do. But the cost was right. Everybody click like for the algorithm. Yes, please. Definitely. And don't feel obligated, but we got a super chat icon down below. It's like right next to this smiley face with a dollar sign on it. And again, don't feel obligated, but some people don't know where it is. And that's why I bring it up. I mean, I had a person go, super chat? What's super chat? And I was the same way. I was on a person's channel and I wanted to support them. And said, somebody clicked the super chat button. And I'm like, where's the super chat button? And somebody said, it's right next to the smiley face on the very lower part of your screen. And I'm like, oh. Oh, and by the way, that was another great channel. It's called, used to be called Green Dream Project. My friends Jim and Jess. And now it's called, oh dear, I've forgotten. It'll come to me. Oh, wow, look at this. Speaking of, Rob gave me, sent $10 over for a happy birthday gift. Thank you, Rob. Very much appreciated. Michelle Ogilbees Flores says happy birthday. Thanks, Michelle. And Northern Woodhouse says, hi, Don. You too young for your age. Oh, yeah? Okay, well, we'll show you. That's so juvenile. I hope you'll forgive me. Self-reliant life. That's right, PMLM. It is. Hi there, by the way. Oh my gosh, oh wow, guys. Hmm. We're to 71 people. Uh, oh my gosh, the Irishman is here, all the way from Northern Ireland. Oh my gosh, Desmond Marshall. Guys, I want to introduce you to Desmond Marshall. Sent me a wonderful birthday card, and we've been friends for ages, camped in the same places. He loves camping. He came and visited me all the way from Northern Ireland, not once, but twice in the past few years here. So Des, so great you're here. If you're nodding off and have to go to bed, then that's okay. I'm just glad you made it. Uh, Dallas is here. I made it. Almost forgot. Happy birthday. Thanks, Dallas. So cool that you got here. Um, Northern Woodhouse is going LOL. I think that was for the gun show, maybe. Was that it? Or wannabe gun show in my case. Uh, Mrs. Johnson says she's not from California. Okay, then you're not Mrs. Johnson, I know, from California. Too great. Well, folks, look at you're welcome to wish me happy birthday, but I want to turn it over to you folks too. You may have questions about me. Uh, you may have questions about me and my setup here still. I try to answer a lot of questions on my channel with the videos, and and I don't get to all of them. Obviously, between building and being busy, sometimes my YouTube channel doesn't get as much attention as I'd like. So here's a chance if you had a question to ask me, and then go ahead. Sandy says, my real concern is if you're consuming any of that water. Sandy, no, not to worry. Water for me comes from, and I think if I'm correct, you're from Arizona here. That comes from those water kiosks you see outside of Safeway and other places. That's where I get all of my drinking water. But that being said, I will be drinking my rainwater. But uh, here's some happy, fun news, guys. I've already had, I think, maybe 4 water filtration osmosis companies solicit me and say, "Hey, Don, would you like to feature our several $100 product that will basically turn the nastiest water filled with mercury and plastics and all kinds of bacteria and all kinds of crud and turn it into beautiful drinking water that's better than you could get in Tucson or Phoenix or wherever." So trust me, I'm pretty savvy that way. And so you won't catch me just chugging water out of my tank, which, by the way, I've had my tank for 4.5 years. And, but the water that I use is primarily for other uses, not for drinking. Okay, here we go. Uh, George says, Daniel says, happy birthday from Tombstone. Oh, Daniel, love Tombstone. I'm there all the time. It's so fun. Big, big vulnerable secret. I actually do karaoke in Tombstone. There, I said it. Okay. Here we go. PMLM says, my present to you, Dawn, is to put you in my prayers tonight, that God bless you and keep you close to him. Wow, that's better than any monetary present. That's for sure. Thank you so much. Sandstorm says, what part of Arizona is it? I'm in Southeast Arizona. A half-hour drive from Bisbee, so not very far. Omega says they reached 75. Wow, that's cool. Dennis says, all you need right now when you think about it is to entertain us with a song. Now and again. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can. Uh, I have to admit, I have a thing for 80s songs. They're just so fun. So believe it or not, I sing 80s songs. So Christopher Cross, um, Flock of Seagulls, all kinds of stuff like that. Love 80s tunes. Here we go. Jordan says, you and I are only a few weeks apart. And George is from Tacoma. Hey, very cool. Tacoma, Washington, I assume. Ruth says, happy birthday, young fella. I'm going to be 76 September. Wow, Ruth, happy birthday. You know, time goes so quick. I'll be 76 before I know it, probably. Happy birthday, says Tony. Dallas says, boy, would I love to see that. May need to take a trip to Tucson. Dallas, you mean me doing karaoke in Tombstone? Is that what you're referring to? Or my gutter system? Let's tell. Give me a hint, Dallas. Omega says now 83 watching. Oh, very cool. So Omega, I've got a story for you then, being 83. When I was in California, I worked in a birding specialty shop for 10 years actually. And one of the loyal customers there was Bill, was his name. And Bill maintained contact with me and is a keen birder. And Bill has come twice now to visit me here. Well, I'm going to tell on him. Bill and I went hiking up Miller Canyon, and it's a huff and puff hike. You know, the elevation's high, and it's no cakewalk. So Bill breezed up there with me, no issues at all. He is 88 years old, that dude. Just nuts. I mean, that dude is crazy fit for an 88-year-old. Okay, Dennis wants me to do Maneater. Oh, goodness. Wow. Hall & Oates, is that who does that? Let me know. Wayward Off-Grid says, do you have any issues getting a USPS address on your property? Not at all, Wayward Off-Grid, because I'm under the owner opt-out permitting system. Once my septic was in, and they gave me my beginner permit, for so to speak, they gave me an address. So I have a physical address, which is fantastic. Sandy says that's good to know. No worries, Sandy. I'm a savvy old guy. I won't be, and I was a bush guy for years in Canada. So I'm very, very wary of drinking unclean water and that kind of thing. Although I've been on some Canadian lakes that were so pure, I literally reached down and took a cup, scooped it over the side of my canoe, and drank it, believe it or not. And I'm none the worse for wear. And then Gary says, did Donlandia block off the streets for your birthday parade? No, but that's okay. I've gotten some warm wishes from people and a beautiful birthday gift from one of my supporters in Alaska. His first name is Raymond, and I won't tell you his last name, but Raymond sent me not one, but two beautiful hummingbird feeders and $100 cash rolled up in one of the hummingbird feeders. That was so thoughtful. And so, Raymond, if you watch this at any point, thank you. I sent him a thank you email, but just in case he watches this, double thanks. Dennis noticed my zero fell. I'm 7 years old. I'll see if I can fix it, Dennis. There, I've got a kiwi to prop it up. There, a kiwi is propping it up. So if anyone from New Zealand is watching, I'm being supported by a kiwi. Just kidding. Now let's see, what do you we got here? Brian says, happy birthday, Dawn, from a 76-year-old going on 16. You know, you should be singing the Beatles songs. There's a couple Beatles songs I like. Yeah, there's a few I like, but I'm not a big Beatles fan. I'm very selective with my Beatles songs. By the way, I remember them showing up on Ed Sullivan when I was 9, I think, and my dad making fun of them. But anyway, that's another story. Tony says, can studying birds show you signs of wonders. Oh goodness, yeah, yeah. Birds are creators, singing, flying, living artwork. Incredible. The more you study birds, the more your jaw drops and goes, I didn't know all of those colors could go together. I can think of so many illustrations. Tony says, how old are you? I am. Take a look at the candles there, Tony. That'll tell you. PMLM says, on backpacking trips in desolation wilderness above Tahoe in my youth, we drank freely from the streams. Not anymore. No, sadly enough, yeah, you got to be. I probably wouldn't. This was years and years and years ago. I drank out of the Canadian lake. I probably wouldn't do that again. SL Penny says, where in Canada did you live? Okay, Maine is here, and I grew up right here, 12 miles from the Maine border in New Brunswick, Canada. So I am a maritime Canadian, by the way. I may be the only maritime Canadian you've ever met. Not sure. Tony says 80s was the best decade. Yeah, 80s tunes. I just love them. One of my friends has critiqued me and said, Dawn, oh my goodness, 80s tunes, really, man? And I go, yeah, but I like classical too and all kinds of other music. And I know what I love about 80s tunes. The tunes are catchy. There's a lot going on musically, and a lot of them are totally mindless. And I love that. I don't have to think about them. I don't have to wonder what the lyrics are about if I don't want to. I can just enjoy them. Wayne says Beatles songs, Blackbird, right? Yeah, that's a great song. Yeah. Tony says 70 years young. That's it. There's not enough room, or I'd do a dance. I'd do a spin and a bit of a dance for you. Leon says happy birthday to you. PM says morning is broken. Cat Stevens, amazing song. Love it. Bee Gees, yeah, some of the Bee Gees are okay. Yeah, I never try to sing them, by the way. No one who can do the Bee Gees. I mean, really. You know what, guys? Spoiler alert. Do you know the group Aha? Take on Me. I love that song. But when Morton does the high part, I mean, I can do like, there's two ranges in that song I just can't reach, and I don't even try. Leon says, as a lifelong birder, do you have drawings you can share? I've got a few, yeah. If you're interested, Leon, maybe in a video, I'll just pop them on and let people have a look at them. I haven't drawn anything and painting anything for a long time, but I used to love it, especially in my teens. Let's see, here we go. Dallas says, Blackbird is one of my favorite all-time songs. Very cool. Tony says it's 99, feels like 99, partly cloudy, wind 5 mile per hour, quality good in Bisbee. I'm not sure. It's probably similar temperature here, Tony. The fact that I'm only 30 minutes away from Bisbee. Yeah. Chris says, I have all my Beatles records still, saw them 3 times, the Rolling Stones 2 times, among others. Quite a list at 73. I love that song too. Yes, he goes high up there, says Dallas. Yeah. PM says, yes, your bird drawings, show them. Okay, I will. I'll dig them out. They're in storage, but I know roughly where they are. So I'll have to dig them out for sure. So guys, give you a little update on Super Offended says, hello from Eastern Sierras. I love that name. That's priceless. I love it. Hi there. Sierras are amazing birding. I love white-headed woodpeckers that are there. PM Elam says, did you replace your shower shack? No, too busy working on the big home, but I will. Helen Cook says, how far are you from Benson? I can get to Benson in 45 minutes. Tony says, do you ever plan to have animals? No, not really, Tony. Two reasons. You're married to them, so I always have to arrange for someone to care for them when I go away. And the other thing, I'm an old softie, so even if I have a pet bird and it dies, I feel really bad. I've always been like that as a little kid. I can switch on the biologist and literally hack apart an animal or bird or whatever that I don't know. But if it's a pet of mine, it's very different for me. But that's just me. Um, Bisbee is 105 right now. Yeah, I'm probably thinking it's about 102, 104 here probably. Um, Nanny Goat Acres is a beautiful morning by the Rascals. Oh wow, interesting. That's very interesting. Cool. Oh, we got 80 people in here, folks. That is so cool. If 100 people shows up, I'm going to do something. I bet you can probably figure out. Anyway, we'll see. Revenue Book says, do you plan on building your own furniture? Uh, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm strongly thinking of building my own cupboards. So we'll see. S.L. Penny says, my family came from Nova Scotia. I'm curious as to what part of Nova Scotia, whether they were near Cape Breton or over near Yarmouth or where. PMLM says, what color will your big house be? Well, because you're here, I'm going to reveal it. It's going to be let's see, what's the color name again? The color is called indigo cloth. So it's not navy blue, but it's a darker blue than my little cabin, which the color is called Kate's Ring. Oh, Shane Michael says, you said 75 watching you would do something. Oh my gosh. Oh, true, Shane, but I'm so tempted. There's just 8 more people to go until we're at 100. And I promise I won't go back on it if I get 100. I promise. Simply Cooking says, happy birthday. Oh, thanks, Simply Cooking. My favorite YouTube channel. Hey, Simply Cooking, do you know what? I didn't make this, by the way, but one of the things I love to do is bake pies. I don't have an oven right now, but I love doing deep dish berry pies from scratch. And I mean, I do the crust, I do everything, and I love eating them too. So, probably good I'm not baking them, eh? PMLM says indigo blue will be nice in that setting. Oh, thanks. Shane Michael says, teaser. Yeah, I was a bit of a tease there. 4 more people to go, guys. Let's do it. Let's count them down. 96. Do we see 97? Come on, 97. Uh, Clarity07 says, happy birthday. I just turned 60 on the 7th. Gemini's rock. Oh, nice. Yep. Very, very cool. Yeah. Yep. 60. Wow. That seems like 98. 2 more to go, folks. It's going to do it. We're going to do it. Kathy Arnold says clicking like encourages YouTube to share his live. Yeah, guys. Click the likes. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness, guys. 100 likes. Click the likes. I am a man of my word. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Ooh, hold on. There we go, guys. Sing. Well, it's inappropriate to sing for myself, isn't it? I know. I'll sing to all you subscribers that sometime during the year have a birthday. So here I go. I'm going to do the Canadian version. It's your birthday the day you're born. It's your birthday the day you're born. You'll have it every year and we'll always give a cheer. It's your birthday the day you're born. And that's happy birthday to everybody watching that's had a birthday sometime or will have one in 2025. Oh, they're singing. Check this out. Look at this. Yeah, yay for you guys. Every one of you. Awesome. Now, oh dear. My 70 years are dripping away. What should I do? Uh, okay, guys, if 10 people in the chat say blow out the candles, I will. But you got to say blow out the candles, Don. And there's got to be 10 of you. Okay, make a wish that counts. One. You got to say blow out the candles specifically. One, two, three, four. We need 6 more. Got to say it. 5, 6, 4 to go. 6, 6, go once. 7, 3 to go. 8, 9. One more. We'll blow them out. There we go. We got it. Ah, there we go. And I made a wish too. I'm going to tell you what the wish is. That everyone watching today just is cheered and feels someone cares for them. That's my wish for every one of you. All right, back to questions, off-grid questions. Well, by the way, I'm going to eat after the chat because I am very sloppy. I'll have that stuff all over me. That's just me. I eat food and I wear it at the same time. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I think I saw some off-grid questions. Oh, Nanny Goat says the big water storage tank should give you plenty of water. Yeah, Nanny, and guess what? Super fun. Check this out. As soon as the big home is at a certain stage, I already have it staked off. I'm going to do a carport right next to the tanks. That'll be 200 square feet. So that's another 200 square feet of rainwater catchment for those tanks as well. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Coyote, Texas. I'll be 70 on my next birthday too. Weird, isn't it? You know what's really weird, guys? I mean, seriously, it's just strange. I mean, I'll just go, like, I'll see, even now, I'll go, oh my gosh, I left the tap on to my water tank, and I'll just sprint over and turn it off, like just sprinting, like I always did. And then I realized that not every 70-year-old can sprint across their yard. And so I'm like, that is so cool that being 70, I just didn't expect I could still do that. And so that's really cool. Oh, check this out. Desmond Marshall sends 50 pounds. Good grief. And of course, you all know that 50 pounds is not $50, it's more. PLM says, thank you for that wish, Don. I care for you. We love you. Thank you so much. I still think of all the YouTube channels I've ever watched, including my own, I get more kindness and care than any creator I know of. It's just really a lot of times I have to be careful that I don't think about it on camera. I'll just be too emotional too emotional. So I'll pass on thinking about that deeper, but I'm so thankful about it. Super Offended says, what altitude are you at? I'm at 4,300 feet. Go back and look for more things. Sing the song for the Beatles. You say it's your birthday. Wow, I better study that one. I don't know that one. Off-Grid Trucker says, turning 63 in a couple of weeks. Waiting for my first SSI check. Cool, I did it at 65. So happy to have that. My main source of income, actually. Tony Jazz says, congrats on 2.8 million views. Can you imagine how kooky it is when you look in a mirror and you think your life is quiet and private here, and then realize 2.8 million people have watched you with all your imperfections and you know and whatever. 2.8 million people have watched this channel. Crazy, eh? Judy in Arizona says, "Happy birthday, youngin." Uh, Catherine Arnold says, "Clicking like encourages YouTube to share his live." Yeah. So, guys, if you haven't clicked, although a lot of you have, it's amazing. Do you know there's 128 people have given this video a thumbs up? That's crazy. PMLM says, "Will you have a propane powered oven in the big house?" Yes. I have a big tank and I will have it all hooked up for sure. Um, uh, let's see. Let's go down and look for more. Oh, Kevin says, "Would you be so kind to give a shout out to my beautiful wife, Teresa?" Oh, definitely. Teresa, look, thank you so much for all of you guys' support. And I hope Kevin, I want to give you an instruction right now. I've never met her, but this is what spouses need a lot. You need to give her a huge hug and a kiss before this YouTube live is over. That's an order. Okay, here we go. Uh, let's see. Carolyn Byers says 100. Yes, Carolyn. Hey, Carolyn, I haven't seen you for ages, and I missed you. Glad you're here. Uh, and guys, I have this weird memory. I can't remember where my car keys are, but I'll remember most of you who ever showed up on my channel. It's just a weird thing I have with my mind. Also, too, I had someone go, uh, for you acoustically, you're just an odd person acoustically, how you remember things. Like I literally can hear conversations in my head that happened when I was 5, and that kind of thing. And then, of course, a lot of them, like I'll have friends who go, "Oh, Don, when we were working together, such and such," and I go, "Yeah," and I'll flesh it all out. And I said, "And you said blah 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 blah," and they go, "How do you remember that? You were 24 at the time." So all that to say, yeah, my memory tends to work really well for people. And so I remember a lot of you. If I don't, forgive me, I'm not perfect, but I remember a lot of you. Um, Coyote Tech says the Canadian version is cute. Never heard it before. Yeah, a lot of my American friends have never heard that one. Oh, Ellie says, "Happy Father's Day from Northern Arizona." Oh, thank you so much. And to all the young people that consider me a dad, yeah, then I appreciate you. Um, okay, who we got else here? Looking for more off-grid questions. Super Offended says BOTC. Oh, blow out the candles. Got it. Okay. Um, Leon says you're like a fun, slightly older brother. Oh, that's fun. um, M. Brad says, "Love you, Dawn." Thank you so much. Very heartwarming. Beetlejuice. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, Penny Lane was a great Beatles song. Yeah, that was good. Dennis says, "You are cared for because you seldom complain." Well, that's interesting. I never thought of that. Oh my gosh, Morton the Norwegian is here. Ah, now, guys, uh, Morton Morton can. Morton is. You know who Morton is, right? He's the lead singer from the group Aha, and he sings "Take on Me," that great, great song, right, Morton? And if I'm wrong, you can correct me. Oh, Scott C, happy birthday, uh, Scott from Southwest Missouri. Thanks, Scott. Rocky Road Ranch says happy birthday from Oregon. Cool beans. Probably cooler up there today than it is here. Well, Carolyn says, "I've been out for a while, moving from EU to my country." Okay. Wow, Carolina. I'm not sure. I think I knew something about that. Maybe not. You can. always send me an email if you want and just tell me what's going on. Tony Jazz says, how far is your nearest hospital? Tony, you know what's crazy? The nearest clinic where if I had a broken arm and needed it set, uh, the nearest clinic is like a 10-minute drive. There's a rural clinic that's nearby. I mean, if it was just a broken arm, I could walk to the thing. I mean, I can hike 10 miles easy. So, and then KBB Barbecue says, "Happy birthday, Dawn from Sacramento." Oh, happy birthday! Thanks so much for the happy birthday wishes. Sorry. And KB Barbecue, I always remember Sacramento because every year I used to drive to YOLO wetlands to look for blue grosbeaks. It's one of my favorite bird species. Little did I know I would retire in a place where they breed on my property. How cool is that, eh? Nanny Goat Acres says, have your knees recovered 100%? Nanny Goat, it is amazing. And I just want to give thanks to my Father in heaven. People prayed for my knee. I kid you not. This is going to sound crazy, but people prayed for my knee. And literally within months, after being totally so painful, I could hardly walk on it for a year and a half. And within a matter of months, I mean, short months, I don't know, 3 months or something, I could not only walk on it, but I could hike again. Currently, it's 100% healed. I can dance. It's stronger than when I wrecked it. How cool is that? So, for those people of faith, you'll understand probably that prayer works. And I want to give Father in heaven credit for being so sweet to me and healing my knee, make it even stronger than it was before, which is odd, really odd for a 70-year-old knee. Okay. Okay. Leo's services. Do you drink your catchment? I don't, but I will because I don't. I have a Berkey which I can use, but the problem is with the Berkey, I need the jumbo size because I'm hot and dry and I drink a lot, and I only got the travel Berkey. So yeah. So anyway, when the big home is done, I will have a serious osmosis water purification system built right into the cupboard system or somewhere, and I'll be able to just turn on the tap, and it'll be cleaner than if you were in a suburb anywhere, and a lot safer. And Clarity says, I thought Take On Me was such a great video. Oh, it's amazing. And so Morton, sorry about the joke, mate, but he's not the lead vocalist. Morton, the Norwegian, my faithful subscriber here, says that poor Morton Harkett has Parkinson's disease. I'm so sorry. What a very kind man and a beautiful talent and phenomenal singer. And I love his music. Sinister Silverado says, happy birthday from Louisiana. Hey, thanks so much. And by the way, that name is interesting. It reminds me of a big old SUV that goes roaring up and down muddy roads. Would that be the reason that's why it's called that? I'm just guessing. Sherry says, happy birthday from Craig and Sherry in Central Arkansas. Thank you so much, Sherry. Urban Carlson, happy birthday from Sweden. I missed the start of your live. I was up in the silo fixing a stop in the pipe. Wow, Urban Carlson, you sound like my kind of guy, fixing pipes and stuff like that. Totally. SL Penny says, have a good night. God bless. Thank you so much. And Nanny Goat Acres, I believe in prayer. No question about that one. PMLM says, God is good all the time. Even, by the way, guys, depending on where you come from, it's okay. I'm respectful of all folks, but even doctors who don't even believe in a higher power have noted in scientific studies that patients that get prayed for in hospitals, the percentage of them getting better is more than those who aren't prayed for. So that's very cool stuff for sure. The Mouthy Sicilian, happy birthday. That is one of the most hilarious names I've ever seen. Gracie says, today is my son's birthday and was my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dawn. Oh, thank you so much, Gracie. I really appreciate that. Ooh, I'm so tempted to have a raspberry. Can I have a raspberry, folks? I'm going to wait until you say it's okay. PMLM says, how is the pool oasis? Dry right now, PMLM, because I'm waiting to get my tanks all done up so that I have lots and lots of water to fill it and go from there. Winston Rutherford says, happy birthday, Dawn. Continued success on your off-grid life. Valdosta, Georgia. I did purchase property in northern Arizona and hope to move there before long. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay, so it's okay. It's okay to eat it. Oh, I love raspberries. My mom used to make us kids pick wild raspberries while she watched for blackberries, and then we'd go home with them. She'd sort through the crud and the bugs, and then she would make the most amazing homemade wild raspberry pies. I kid you not. DJ by 2JS says, if you don't eat it, I will. Stuart Holden says, shout out to my pal Levi. It's his birthday too. Awesome. Silverado says, we don't have a problem with lack of water here in southern Louisiana. We're on a 17 straight rain. Oh, wow. You guys must be floating. Well, I hope it doesn't end up real tragic, Silverado, for sure. I know that you guys had a lot of severe rains years ago. And so folks, just to let you know, I'll be doing another video hopefully pretty soon showing you putting up metal galvalume gable ends, and it's a lot more complicated than it looks. And I'm going to be honest with you folks, I had no idea it would take so long to build a roof on a home. Part of it was, well, most of it's because of inexperience. Because you got to realize, for me, I don't know anything about building, so I research and study. I study and I research a lot, and then I go and do it. Then I make mistakes, and then I redo it. So it takes a while, but it's coming. It will happen. I promise. Jim Perry says, not many women can make a pie from scratch these days. I can, and I really enjoy it. And people seem to love my homemade pies. I used to sell them, believe it or not. So that's another story. Wolf Waya says, happy birthday from Tucson. BK Rafter says, I also bought land in northern Arizona. We'll be moving there after retiring. I have all the admiration for you, Don, to take on such a big project. Oh, that's really kind. Thank you so much. It really is kind. PMLM says, I can make a flaky apple pie. Oh my gosh. Oh, now you got me salivating. I can't handle it. Wow. The Baron says, happy birthday and happy Father's Day. Thank you. Thank you, the Baron. And if that applies, then happy Father's Day to you as well. Homestead Happening says, you clean up nice, Don. Happy birthday. Yeah, I had a shower actually a couple hours ago. Oh, was it ever nice? It's so warm here, and I use my new shower I made. If you haven't seen that video, it's called The End of an Era, and I show you how I just cobbled together a homemade shower, but with a really nice shower pan that feels so nice on the feet. It feels like I'm in a fancy hotel. Oh, I love it. And PML says, then you MacGyver it. Yeah, no question. Yeah, there's always a MacGyver thing going on with me. It's just always. That's just the way it happens. Tree Hugga says, wishing you many happy, healthy returns, sir. Thank you so much, Tree Hugga. Yeah, guys, I won't keep you long. 9 more minutes, and then we'll let you all go home, and, or I should say, shut this off and just enjoy Father's Day and having fun. Tony says, do you use a lot of propane for your appliances, fridge, freezer? Tony, no. The only propane I use is for my Big Buddy heater when it gets cold here in my little cabin. Otherwise, it's all powered by solar. which is fantastic. The beauty of Arizona is, where we do like 320 days of sunshine a year or something like that. Sorry if I'm wrong. And so to not do solar here, I don't want to be unkind here, but I go, you really need to see a mental health professional if you're not doing solar in Arizona. Or there's some ordinance that you can't, because it's incredible. The old days of lead acid batteries where you're pouring water in them and running around like an old hippie cussing because the batteries died on you, that's all gone. It's all lithium ion and lithium iron, both types of batteries these days. So it's really cool. Lisa and Todd at Gracie's Bookshop. Happy birthday, Dawn, from Northwest Alabama. If I could afford it, I'd come there and paint the Roadrunner, Coyote, and Tunnel on your water tanks. That would be so cool. That would be fun. Nanny Goat says, wild blackberry pie sounds super. Yes, I have done that. I have picked wild blackberries and baked the pies from scratch. And yeah, I'm getting hungrier and hungrier. I can't handle it anymore. Sandy says, I have no kids that I know of. LOL. Tony says, is solar power complicated to set up? Definitely not. I did it myself. I just studied other off-gridders, and uh, the solar generator inside my home, that I asked the manufacturers the wiring pattern so I wouldn't cook the thing in any way, and they sent me a diagram, and I just followed the diagram. It's really, really easy. As a matter of fact, if you watch my videos on solar, I know there's a lot of videos up now. I've got over 120, I think. But if you go to any of them with solar and find it, then you can watch how I did it. It's really not hard. And I just have no mind for electronics at all. I mean, before I did my solar, the most complicated thing I ever did was change the batteries in a flashlight. Um, 40 Urban says 40 minutes left and it will be a new day here in Sweden. Ah, that's amazing. Oh, wow. How faithful staying up that late. Terry says, Dawn, I know what you mean about the sprinting. I'll be 72 the 1st of August. And since going to carnivore 2.5 years ago, I feel even younger. Wow, that is so cool. I'm hearing a lot of things about carnivore diet. And yet I have off-grid friends that are vegan. So it can get a little confusing, to be honest. So, Trucking says carnivore saved my life. Wow, that's amazing. Sandy says I live in Phoenix, totally on solar power. Way to go, Sandy. Nanny says bye all. Have a blessed week. Nanny, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate that a lot. So guys, we got 6 more minutes. So if you got any major questions for me, jump in there. I'll try to answer them. Or commenting about my off-grid life here. That would be fine. So yeah, so I can hardly wait. Honestly, it's going to be a big project, but I can hardly wait to wire the big home, and that's going to be definitely a lot of work, and I'm going to have to really, really study hard before I learn to do that, and I'll get assistance. Simply Cookie says, Dawn, life in the city is hectic. Yeah, very true. I mean, I hear nothing. I mean, occasionally I hear neighbors' dogs barking, but they're far enough away. It's not bad. And Tony says, in 5 minutes to go, the questions came in. Tony says, do you have air conditioning in your small shed? I don't, Tony. Right now, here in this little cabin, I've got they're 3-foot by 4-foot windows, and they're right opposite to each other or diagonal to each other. And they are open. And the beautiful thing about being at 4,300 feet, even in a 100-degree day like today, there's always a breeze. The other thing I have going for me, again, I am just so heat tolerant. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I finished work the other day with gutters, working on gutters, and I came in to check the temperature, and it was 100. So I was working up on by my roof, putting on gutters at 100, and I was warm, but I wasn't uncomfortable per se. But I am atypical, and I know that. Um, Harry Basonet says, "What's the most threatening vermin you've encountered in Arizona?" Mojave green rattlesnake that was by my septic tank, and it was dusk, and I was walking in that direction. Fortunately, it was right out in the open, so I saw it well. But they have an attitude, so it crawled away quickly, and then went under a mesquite, and then rose up like, if I have to defend myself, I will. So they have a bit of an attitude. So yeah, and they are, if you don't get treated, oh goodness, probably, I'm guessing within 45 minutes, you may not be around. Uh, Julio says, "Happy birthday. I'll be 70 on Juneteenth." Hey, happy birthday, Julio. Um, and are you going, Leon says, "Are you going to install a 48-volt system or something other?" Uh, I will. I haven't figured out the voltage yet, Leon. I'll be getting. I'm looking at a off, very large power station, solar power station from uh, EcoFlow Delta is the company. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure, and I can't remember the voltage on it. I'm so sorry, but stay tuned, and hopefully you'll see me put it in, and then I can answer the questions. Uh, Lisa and Todd at Gracie's Bookshop, how often do you deal with rattlesnakes and other types? Honestly, for living in really good habitat for them, I see one or two a year, and that's it. Western Diamondbacks mostly, and only one Mojave Green, the real deadly one. Well, both of them are pretty deadly. But I'm very, very careful. I don't just stroll around in my yard at night without a headlamp. That would be stupid. And I don't walk in grass without gaiters on uh, or sun protection. Morton says, "Hi, Don. Can you tell me when you're moving in?" I don't know, Morton. It's going to be a while because I'm doing this all by hand and it's just slow. I wished it was faster. It's not. But stay tuned. You'll see it happen. Olive Lynette says, "Happy birthday." Thank you, Olive. Thanks for coming by. Sue Hall says, "Happy birthday. I'll be 74 on Wednesday." Happy birthday, Sue. Cool beans. All right, 1 minute to go. Oh, Mushman, all the way from Nova Scotia, dropped in. Hey, Mush. Hope things are going good in good old Nova Scotia. Um, PM Alum says, "Will your flooring be? What will your flooring be in the big house, Don?" Vinyl plank, uh, vinyl plank flooring that is super scratch resistant. That's what's going to be. Carol Torres, "I got solar on my RV. I'm saving money to be able to afford more solar panels and batteries later because I want to install a mini split. Right now, I have enough to run my fan 24/7. Awesome. Santan Solars in Phoenix. Happy birthday, Don. Yep, they are. They're great. I've been there. I need to visit them for more panels at some point, probably. Tony says, "My ranch in Kingman, 4,700 feet, is on Knights Creek. Day there feels like 3 days of life. 3 days of life feels like a week." Okay. Are there plans for a truck in the future? Lisa and Todd says, no, not really. I'm using my Toyota pickup, aka Corolla. No, building a home is pretty pricey, so I don't have the funds for that at the moment. Clarity says, "Have a good evening and a blessed year around the sun. And I'm amazed how much you've accomplished so far." Thanks, Marilyn. Honestly, Marilyn, I look around and go, oh my gosh, I've been here 5 years and I don't have a home that's all ready to live in. So I can get pretty grumpy with myself about all that, to be honest. Um, but I'm encouraging friends, uh, help me turn my head around, making me aware that essentially I have that there's been progress made. Thanks, PMLM. Appreciate that on the cleanup thing. Yeah, you guys, I tend to be real. So you see me in the videos as I am, so I'm dirty and the clothes are torn and dirty and stained and whatever. But I'm not going to I'm not going to show you a life that's not what's really going on. Julio says, Don, are you going to give us a cost breakdown for building your home at some point in time? Yep, I definitely want to do that, Julio. It's hard to tell you right now. Uh, I can only tell you that it's ridiculously cheaper than, like, say, buying a manufactured home or something like that. Many more birthdays, says Tony. Catherine says, you've done amazing, Dawn. Rush no more than absolutely necessary. Well, on that note, folks, I'm going to bid all of you so long, all 85 of you, and I'm going to tear into this incredible dessert. And so thanks so much for coming by and sharing my birthday with me. And you all your comments really, really bless me. I mean, I'll tell you, I can hardly wait. When I put up a video, I just sit and wait for the comments to come rolling in. I love them. And I so appreciate them. Thank you so much, folks. Blessings to all of you. And we'll see you on a video pretty soon. Cheers.